Hey guys, today I'm going to reacting to the Red Dead Redemption 2 situation is insane. The video is by Max0r, and if anyone watching has not seen this video yet, please pause the video and click the link down in the description and go watch the original video before watching my reaction. Do so really helps out the original content creator of this video. And also guys, if you'd like to help me out with this video getting more views, feel free to leave a comment down below. That would really help out this video a lot. Let's get to the reaction now. Let's start this reaction now.
Drunk driving. You know it, you love it, we do not condone it in any way, shape,
yeah, that is very dangerous, but also hilarious in a video game.
encouraging my viewers to booze, nor to cruise. But I am going to commit several felonies that have not been invented yet. Red Dead Redemption 2 is the greatest drunk driving simulator that I have ever played, with a funny cowboy game attached.
Yay!
And I gotta say that compared to the various liquor laborings and inebriation transportations, that the cowboy part is pretty alright too.
Yeah, pretty alright. I keep on switching beyond the emotions. Just like, Jesus. Okay, let's get to the...
Taking place in one of the most massive, beautiful, and fleshed-out worlds in gaming, with the greatest protagonist I've ever experienced, the greatest villain I've ever seen, and the most hated villain I've ever seen, if I've only played one singular video game. And considering the absolute size of this bitch,
they literally have... Wait, they literally have both in the same game? You have the most loved and the most hated villain in the same game.
Of course, that is Red Dead Redemption 2 before the miraculous experience that is modding the game until John is building his house during a violent insurrection. So if you are new to this channel, please allow me to describe to you the premise of this video. I do not explain games. I do not make them easier to understand. I add to the mystery of not playing the game by continuously spreading misinformation about it. And
ouch, you poor horse! Ouch!
Legitimately unhinged video evidence that is so absolutely choreographed, so meticulously constructed, that I have planned out every single angle for every single shot in this video. And sometimes I will make the screen do this. So join me as we recount the themes, story, and gameplay of this fantastic
Yep, he does do that a lot.
Experience through the dying brain of a schizophrenic man. Nothing, accomplish nothing, and flat out black out by going full throttle at empty bar. Starting with Chapter 1.
In a roundabout way, he was saying he makes these videos mostly for entertainment. If this so happens to be your first experience watching a Max0r video, watching through my reaction. Wait a minute. Wait a freaking minute here. Did I just see a barrel floating in midair? Hang on. Alright guys, I gotta check this out. Oh yeah, it was right there. Floating in midair. What the fuck? Oh Jesus. Oh, that's hilarious. I love it when graphical errors happen. Those are so fun in some cases. As long as they don't absolutely break the game and force you to leave a save file or something.
Flying down from the tutorial in a completely random direction, the gang finds themselves in the beautiful, wide-open countryside of New
YouTube
Hanover,
information. Quit being displayed there. No way. Thank you very much, you piece of
for
shit.
all the kidnapping and murder that we have intently planned on fitting. I can see absolutely no consequences for this, as Dutch is a very stable man.
Hello, Dutch.
Plan.
What?
Money.
All right, Dutch, I'd follow you unquestioningly for several years.
What? Fucking really? Why? Oh, Jesus.
Emphasize our newfound freedom from the parasitic authorities. Haha, look at this guy, he's trying to fund social security. The game offers us a great deal of discretion, allowing us to terrorize the public with various methods hitherto unknown by quantum mechanics. And if I decide that I want to sit here for 2 hours and smoke 500 cigarettes, then it is my God-given right to do so. The founding fathers died for this shit, and now so will I. For an example of just one night I had in the town, I dragged a man through a river of human shit, antagonized.
Yeah. True. Smoking is bad for you. Good point, Cross. There's that other scene.
Got absolutely plastered on gasoline. Got into a bar fight. Lost in a bar fight. Quickly made an exit by falling through the window.
I do appreciate on the first one he went by bitch slap. Oh Jesus.
And discovered the amazing risk-free joys of drunk driving. This is not an endorsement of dangerous behavior, as the beer actually improves your driving skills. 80% of crashes are caused by sober drivers. But what makes Blue Dude Bamboozle, Green Themed Reconvene, Yeller Feller Endeavor...
How the fuck is that a thing? 80% is caused by non-drunk drivers. How?
Turquoise Purloined Embroiling too? Into
those 80% must be people that never ever should have a driver's license ever.
Not only entertaining and morally justifiable, but is in fact extremely profitable, as about 90% of all minor altercations will end in a gunfight, making the ensuing murder and kidnapping a reasonable act of self-defense, and giving me the obligation to ensure their
it is a cowboy movie.
property is returned.
And also, that's similar to what would happen on an episode of Gunsmoke.
Speaking of being highly profitable and courteous to our fellow man, if you happen to be a big fan of the root of all evil, then this is essentially the perfect software. As all gameplay mechanics, story, and general premises in this game revolve solely around the acquisition of money, making this possibly the most realistic game ever set in America. You can make money by exploring the map. Actually, never mind. Don't do that. It's a little snowy out here. Committing a highway robbery, that...
Yeah, fucking what? A little snowy, fucking really? Fucking blizzard.
Never actually works. Committing highway murder, riding into a ranch and skinning every single animal.
Well, that's fucked.
Slowly, Old MacDonald fucking had a farm, turning into a bird and asking people for seeds, robbing a train, evading the pursuing gang stalkers, stealing the entire train, and reminiscing on the beauty of America's once fabulous high-speed rail network.
Yay!
As well as helping numerous individuals, actively begging the player for a taste of delicious lead. But by far the most efficient way to make money is also the avenue by which you spend. We are fucked. And no, I am not referring to gambling again, though that is a very efficient and safe prospect, as I reserve the right and privilege to summon 90 Cheetos whenever I lose a hand, but rather through engagement with the various schemes and heists made available by...
Yeah, that's a great answer. You lose a poker game, you summon a shitload of Cheetos to devour your enemies. What the fuck?
by our fellow criminals, which of course will have no long-term consequences, as Dutch is very eager to inform us. Because yes, though I do in fact work for an extremely high premium, our main task is not only the advancement of our wealth, but that of our entire camp of quirky characters, who after routinely performing Balkan-level massacres for, and donating millions of dollars to the max level camp, will have Dutch turn around and tell me that we need to do just one more score, and that he needs just a little more money, as he has spent the entire camp budget on fucking candles.
Someone who is good at the economy.
Yeah, that's when you literally shoot him. I mean, fucking really? Spending all camp's funds on fucking candles, why?
Please help me. My plan is falling apart. Well, Dutch, have you tried not spending so much on candles? The candles are a key part of my plan, Orchard, and I find it disrespectful that you're bringing them up again.
Frankly, Black Lung, I don't think I can see enough around here.
Like, I would appreciate it if you fucking killed yourself.
As you can probably tell by this point, the only thing more batshit than the basic gameplay is the advanced gameplay. Moving from location to beautiful location and chronicling the story of the Vanderlyn gang as they literally cannot stop killing people. Or most accurately, cannot stop ordering you to kill people specifically. Like, there's this mission in game where I'm escorting women to the store and it made me reconsider my opinion on the franchise. It is truly incredible how much faster draft horses were in 18.
Yes, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. Especially with that annoying singing.
Productive money-making activity. My favorite mission is definitely the one where you go to the saloon and get so shit-faced that you begin to be haunted by the numerous ghosts of your dead friend Lenny, whose accident was unavoidable, yet the regret still haunts our protagonist to this day. I could go on, but if I were to talk about all the missions, we would be here for an extended runtime, longer than the entirety of Breaking Bad, with 20 hours to spare. So forgive me if my insane rambling happens to pass over some details, like the amazing side quest where you play as the secret gang member, Bones Vanderland, who was a pretty positive influence on the gang overall, and had a lot to say about it.
Yeah. How is no one freaked out? I'm pretty certain that this has to be a mod, right?
Anti-skeleton racism? And I know this is going to piss off a lot of my viewers, but these guys deserve reparations, and my channel is no place for the calciphobic. Rather, we are instead going to focus on the overall story of the gang and how it closely parallels the failure of the nation once known as America. Should interest rates become more lopsided, they will buy Italy next. The broad fields of New Hanover, therefore, represent to the gang and—
Oh God, why? Not the bot!
To the player a pure, wholehearted expression of radical freedom, made possible only by the wide-open countryside, slavery, and the elimination of all those who stand in our way. Just like in the real America, which historically killed up to 8 million people to grow corn, and we would do it again. Do not be alarmed, though. I have absolutely no issues with the American government, because my true enemy is the American people, and there is still so much pain yet to inflict.
What the fuck? Oh, Jesus.
You are going to behave, Arthur, you hear me? Sure thing, Dutch. Sure thing.
Yes! What the fuck was up with him suddenly flying for no reason? Was that a glitch? I swear this video's gonna kill me. So damn funny, I'm gonna laugh myself to death. Oh God, flying ass! That was really bad for the ass. No! And try to have surprise butt sack betrayed.
More wagon I can get done.
Ow.
So after a laborious moving process involving the careful transportation of the women and children, we find ourselves exploring the
Yeah,
wonderful,
careful.
peaceful civilization of the state of Lemoyne.
Yeah, do not drink whiskey while you're on the train tracks.
Meaning, of course, that I am blessed with a unique opportunity to discuss the topic of race relations in the post-Vellum South. A task which was apparently so hard for the devs that they simply set all plantation workers to be white people, so as to bypass the issue entirely. You will be working on your own land, you fucking Yakubian experiment, but we here on the Max0r channel are not ones to sugarcoat real history, nor are we going to disguise the horrors sadly inflicted on the skeleton race. This being said, I can completely understand, as a historically accurate Arthur Morgan wouldn't
Sans would be very angry.
in fact be throwing the hard R faster than he throws his bullets.
Arthur, can you explain what the hell you just did to me? Well, Dutch, I just don't understand why I can't say it. I mean, Lenny says it all the time. You can't say that word in camp, Arthur. It's just not our word, okay? You're gonna have to trust me on this one. Of course, I'm allowed to say it because I am the special boy who can say the special racism, but like, you can say it. More importantly, Lenny's a
What the
skeleton
fuck?
now, so
What the fuck? Special racism? What the actual fuck? What?
honestly, at this point, you're being bigoted in two ways.
The Vanderlyn gang might be
What?
ruthless, genocidal, kleptomaniacal, and against every form of law and basic reasoning, but we
Okay, I get it. He's a fucking hypocrite. Okay,
are not
noted.
going to do a hacking racist arena, and you will be forced to play the side mission where Bones and Lenny form a unique relationship of racial solidarity in opposition to the ruling capitalist class. And Arthur is just kind of like, you know, I feel pretty oppressed too with all the police chasing me, and Bones just kind of responds with, I'm sorry, Arthur, but you just wouldn't understand. Now, up until this point, I have been disguising a few important gameplay mechanics from you, which are all very important steps for Orchard to be Red Dead redeemed or something. I wouldn't know. I didn't play the game. All this footage is from my secret evil twin. Starting, of course, with your health, representing the ability to get shot, which is restored by intentionally getting hit by small bullets so that you eventually build a resistance to big ones. Your stamina, which is restored by stealing the food and cocaine present in unattended houses. And most interestingly, the Deadeye meter, representing your ability to kill everyone very quickly. And a skill which I have hitherto not shown in the video because it is really bad looking on camera. Unusually restored only by copious amounts of drinking and smoking.
Also, that would kind of make the game way too easy.
Which means that yes, drinking is not only used for the
I don't think that, Bill, I've never played Red Dead Redemption 2, so I don't know, is that ability limited? Let me know in the comments. Cause if it ain't,
When I was 7 years old.
you can
Although
literally
can't
go
really
through the
blame
game
me,
to
since there
slow-mo
are
everyone
13
to death.
different ways to drink alcohol in this game and 0 ways to drink water. Speaking of not drinking any water and rapidly filling my stamina bar, one of the best and most effective ways for Arthur to boost his endurance is the consumption of a special item known as Gamer Subs energy drinks, which has this really cool mission about it where Arthur and Hosea offer the
Great
people of
segue.
Rome various unique flavors of energy at only 40 cents per serving. Okay, everyone shut the fuck up, causing the local townsfolk to clamor into the video description, where they will use code Max0r with a 0 for 10% off all products, featuring a wide assortment of delicious energy flavors such as the Chug Juice, Guacamole Gamer Fart 9000, and Grandma's Ashes, which are...
I very much approve of the Gamer Fart Juice flavor. Jesus.
of course, real flavors that you can actually buy, filling the local populace with so much energy that they enter a transcendent state of productivity known as getting fucked up on the subs, and attracting the attention of the local authorities at the presence of such criminal deals. Hundreds of people may be dead now, but that is how I keep the price low. Speaking of offering criminal deals and maintaining a defense against inflation, I probably should have mentioned by this point that Red Dead Redemption takes place in a fictional universe where those who rightfully commit mass murder and arson are attacked by a special gang called the Police, who actually try to stop you from doing crimes. And the main plot of this game is centered around this very conflict. You might call it battery and assault. Dutch calls it keeping the rent low in our neighborhood. Paul's been on us for a good time now, Black Lung. Maybe now's not the time for you to be hanging around.
Yeah, maybe Sean shouldn't be using that stupid Read It page so much.
Oh, come on now, Arthur. Reddit is my favorite website.
Well, can't say he didn't deserve it. This is, of course, in great contrast to how it is in real America, where the police exist mainly to evict single mothers. But in the hyperbolic and unrealistic world of Tan Can Revenge 2, the police primarily try to stop you from killing people, cause you to kill more people in self-defense, shrug their shoulders 3 hours after a crime is committed, and then send about 20 bounty hunters to annoy me instead. Founded upon a system of bystanders and crime reports, meaning that if a person happens to observe your misdeeds, you are subtly encouraged to terminate the remaining witnesses. Sorry that I talk about everything in a really rounded...
That's very funny. What the fucking shit?
way, but
Well,
you
then again, you could do that on the old Fable games as well.
Caesar look like a fucking joke. But aside from just stabbing all your problems away, there are 2 different methods to ensure that the police at least temporarily leave us alone, which I am fairly interested in doing, considering.
Of course, then again, in that game, you do have to fight the whole entire town if you get caught doing anything wrong in that game, though.
For no particular reason. The first, of course, being to simply lawfully surrender and to successfully resist the temptation to reach for your gun, at which point you will be serving a $320,000 bounty for 10,000 counts of murdering officers, 1,002 counts of murder, 437 counts of abduction, 3 counts of inducing vapors, 49 counts of horse inversion, 9 billion counts of assault, and at least 40,000 DUIs. 40,001 DUIs. And the second is to just pay off your debt to the state in cash.
Oh, God.
Which usually totals to about
That skull
1/3
face,
of the money
though.
you
Oh, why?
stole. Yes, I did calculate it. Yes, I did invest it on the cowboy stock market. And yes, I did lose it all on blackjack. Because this isn't actually about paying your debt to society. It's about your cut to the IRS. Which of course begs the question, if the gang is constantly being pursued by the police, and if that is a problem for us, why doesn't Dutch just go to the post office and pay his bounty? Is he stupid? The tranquil terrain and red roads of Georgia, therefore, represent the gang's ideal rebellion against a world far too civilized and far too willing to catch serial arsonists. Though, just like in the real America, everything is going to go downhill from here.
Ow! What the fuck? Poor horse, what the flying fuck? What the hell? Ah!
Point forward is a raw statement of abject cruelty. It is all we have done. It is all we will do. The rapture happened in the year 2015, and 3 people were sent.
What the fuck?
Actually,
God decided to give you a mega wedge by yanking you up through the clouds. Oh, Jesus.
Never mind. Everything is going to go really great. Because Dutch just texted me in Blue Archive and told me that he has a plan. We are going to Tahiti or some shit. Dutch, I am Arthur, and I am fucking constipated with tuberculosis. And, I can kill people. I can legally kill people and shoots them. Let's fucking do it, Arthur.
There she is. A real city.
Yeah, where everyone's dying. Why are there just crocodiles just wandering around in town? Oh god! The poor ass! Oh gee! What the fuck? What the hell?
So after doing, whatever that was, I made that shit and I still don't know what I did. We awaken on the polluted shores of the city of Saint Denis, a major municipality of boundless beauty and classy commerce. Commerce that makes literally no sense, as Saint Denis' only route to the ocean takes us over a gigantic-ass waterfall. Which, no doubt, would complicate the gang's escape to Tahiti in unforeseen ways. Why are there so many boats here? Who is putting them in the harbor? How can they get to the harbor? I have nobody to talk to about this. So to escape the consequences of our crimes and get to said tropical paradise, Dutch has a well-thought-out plan.
Money Tahiti. Money Tahiti. Money Tahiti.
I think Dutch hit his head a little too hard.
Money Tahiti.
Where we need to, that's right, commit even more crimes
And yet you listen to this guy? Why?
get even more money. What could possibly go wrong?
Ow.
But first, we need to enter the big city by putting on an elegant disguise, utilizing the game's extensive and normal customization options to convert to Islam, and with God's help, play the rest of the game as the changed man Abdullah Morgan, which, although a powerful build option with a variety of unique abilities, unfortunately means that I'm required to abstain from drinking. So instead, we are just going to play the entire rest of the game looking like this. This is entirely for gameplay purposes. The Pinkertons are simply very unlikely to see this and conclude that it is human. Someone sent the police after me because this shit is an actual crime. Now, other than roleplaying
Yes,
as a
that
recent
is.
escape from the Saint Denis Zoo, there are many new kinds of entertainment which we can seek in the heart of the big city, such as one, perhaps even two types of gambling and antagonizing the women's suffrage movement for some reason.
Why?
We are desiring the true urban experience. There is no better place to be than the local theaters containing a myriad of impressive vaudeville shows, featuring fire-breathing dancers, exquisite comedic routines, 2250 rabid grizzly bears,
What the
and a
fuck?
musical performance about the existence of the telephone. Damn, that shit is gas. Finally capping off with an act in which the performer asks you to shoot him, and then gets mad when you shoot him, as well as enjoying the novel and unusual Nickelodeons where
What the fuck? It was his own fault. He dared him to.
the eunuch film picture cuts his images very quickly. I'm really excited for the new movie, I say with excitement. Little did I know, it would be a feature. A creature feature. Featuring the creature. Though my personal favorite component of the American City experience would be catching a terminal illness and then going
Sorry
into
guys,
permanent medical...
I gotta go back for a minute.
Finally capping off with an act in which
Okay.
the performer
What did
asks
I
you
miss?
to shoot him, and then gets
Yeah.
mad when you shoot him, as well as enjoying the novel and unusual Nickelodeons where the eunuch film pincher cuts his images very quickly. I'm really excited for the new movie, I say with excitement.
Why is it getting creepy?
Little did I know, it would be a feature. A creature feature. Featuring the creature.
Ah, stranger danger!
Component of the American City experience would be catching a terminal illness and then
Okay.
going into permanent medical debt for it, which, as we all know, was the ultimate goal of the founding fathers. Really, Red Dead Redemption 2 is
Yay, my people!
just a game that is absolutely brimming with a frankly unnecessary amount of detail. So much so that it can sustain an entire YouTuber ecosystem whose job it is to point out things that are in the video game. And yes, while I might be a little bit
Seriously, why the hell did you try slapping a horse? What the fuck did you think was gonna happen? What the actual shit?
guilty of that, the difference with my channel is that my videos are puzzles where you try to find the correct information. Like, for instance, did you know that in Blue Dude Bamboozle 2, in the mission where Sean dies, you will notice that his horse is missing. This is a subtle nod to the fact that in just a few moments, Sean's brain will also be missing. Did you know, if you happen to shoot a shopkeeper in the face, they will appear again with a large bandage but still serve you. This is a subtle reference to the fact that they have forgotten us as a consequence of the brain damage. Did you know horse testicles do in fact shrink when cold? That is actually in the game, and I will not show you it.
Please do not!
Can we do the next fucking joke, please? Did you know that if you shoot Javier, stab Dutch, cannonball Strauss, burn Sadie with a Molotov, drag Micah off a cliff, explode Ms. Grimshaw, tie up Letty, punch Beth into the atmosphere, drag Hosea from a horse, throw an axe at Abigail, give radiation to Kieran for being a Hibernian, perform a duel against Jack, drown Pearson, run over Bill with a stagecoach, and insult John in front of his family,
God, look at you fools.
John will be very mad with you. But my favorite detail in the entire game is that if the player donates $40,000 to the camp, and if this is before Dutch receives the traumatic brain injury that coincidentally makes him listen to Micah, the gang will finally have the money to journey down the waterfall and wash up unexpectedly upon the beautiful shores of Tahiti. Where after a long and arduous day of holding the W key for 4 minutes straight, and 1 minute gay, allows you to access the game's optional happy ending, where the Vanderlyn gang comes together to perform their very first land acknowledgement, followed by a brief 4 more minutes of walking in chains as an apology for doing slavery and white settler colonialism. The island quest to the game was certainly a choice, definitely a decision, indubitably a determination. And if I was Rockstar Games, I would probably try not to build a 2-foot prison for the player to show off my extinct iguana modeling and how bad everyone is at shooting things.
How the fuck did I miss?
But ultimately, it is a necessary prison for us to discover the deep underlying truth. Tahiti was never truly a place. It was an elaborate hallucination, and where good cowboys go to a farm upstate. Therefore, just like the rest of America, Arthur Morgan is now doomed to achieve only the worst possible outcomes, and will thus persist in defying all of the civilized world merely by continuing to live.
I believe I can fly with my ass.
Frankly, it is time for us to accept the
fuck
facts.
is wrong with
We
me?
are not going to escape civilization. We are not going to Tahiti. And I am an agent of the Antichrist. My videos are mediums for dark spirits, and that is how I get the game to look like this.
Yes.
Leaving us with only one pressing question for us to finally address. What the fuck are we even doing right now?
Yes. Good question.
So after playing for 2 hours inside of the definitely optional side quest that definitely takes place in Tahiti, Arthur Morgan returns to the accursed land of America with a new, optimistic outlook on life and the universe, leading him to retire from the outlaw life in order to pursue his true passion of stalking and killing innocent animals. And with an excessive 234 different species, each with their own excessively long skinning animation, which the developers worked very hard on, so please watch the entire thing. We will not let you skip it. Each kill is a digital blood sacrifice to Satan himself. There is certainly
what the actual fuck? Why?
There's a lot of places to travel in the meantime, such as in the gleaming forests of Roanoke Ridge, where we bravely fought 10 to 20 copies of Jack.
Oh, Arthur. I was just starting to dream the silliest, softest of dreams. Yes, you do.
In the dank swamps of Bayou Noir, where I was killed and eaten by many alligators. In the sunny plains of West Elizabeth, where we extincted the last remaining buffalo, dooming us to interminable environmental collapse. In the beautiful vistas of Big Valley, where we shot at the hordes of perfidious Irishmen, an invasive species not native to this area. And in the deserts of New Austin, in the year of 2010, my dad bought a game for me called Red Dead Redemption 1, wherein I refused to play the actual game because I was too busy slaughtering and skinning all available farm animals in a 10-mile radius. Not
What
to
the
sell
actual
skin
fuck?
to you, just for the love of the game, which I did dutifully and elegantly for the next 5 hours.
What the actual shit?
Until my dad told me that in order to keep playing the game, I had to stop doing that.
Yeah.
I traveled all across these United
No,
States.
that's an optional thing
meeting
you can
numerous
do.
people and
Has nothing to do with the story
He
mode.
dwelled on all of the things that had brought him to this moment, and realized with an uncomfortable
I'm
clarity
guessing.
that this was stupid. That no matter how many crimes he committed, no matter how much money he donated, it was never enough to satisfy Dutch's insatiable need. An insatiable need to buy more candles. And the more that Arthur gave to him, the more candles he always seemed to acquire. All the while, the man standing behind his shoulder, the man who fed into his worst impulses and darkest fears, was not the brightest wick in the candle store. And as Arthur gazed into the fireplace, wondering how he could have been so blind, and how he could be left in the dark for so long, as if a bright candle had just illuminated his darkest night, he had finally come to the realization that he alone had the power to end this vicious cycle, and that he alone had to put a stop to it once and for all. So as he rode that long ride back to Roanoke Ridge, as he remembered every struggle that had come before, and all the people who had helped him get there, and yes, I am counting skeletons as people, he knew that this was going to be his Red Dead Redemption 2. For the PlayStation 4.
Or the PlayStation 4.
Hurry! A lot of candles. Hurry!
We just got plenty of time, Micah. Time to discuss our finances.
Black Lung, you're back. Hooray.
That is quite a bit of candles, Dutch. No doubt expensive. Now, Dutch, I can hardly blame you on account of your traumatic brain injury, but as for Micah, well, Micah's just fucking stupid on his own.
You know we need the candles, Black Lung.
We don't.
That's a goddamn lie.
Dutch.
Dutch, think of the value.
What fucking value, Micah?
They're an investment, Black Lung.
It all makes sense now.
No, it damn well doesn't.
Dutch, think.
Dutch, it's getting pretty dark out. You wanna buy some candles?
Dutch!
What the fuck? Buy more candles in the situation, really?
You left me. You left me to die.
My boy, that was literally the point. You're fucking weird.
What?
Can you go away now?
Fuck!
Perhaps I'm not
What the
only
hell?
brain damage.
That's right. Because I also hit my head too hard in a trolley accident. All that and so much more, Dutch. For fucking candles.
Be quiet, cowpoke. Be quiet. You live
Are,
in the
are they
dark.
forgetting he can literally freeze time and
I'd like to
murder all
contact
of you?
regarding a free trial to the new.
What?
Now! Who among us is with me? And who are you again? God, I'm sorry.
Dutch,
What?
don't do this. You can't sell them, they're just gonna melt.
He's lying. He's lying, Dutch.
You ain't babies.
Ow! Why the ass?
Come on, Arthur. Tahiti's just ahead.
Fuck off. No, I ain't taking directions from a deadbeat.
Come on.
You go.
Arthur, I told you I'd get to my child support payments after we got out of this mess.
I love you, random side character that I just met today.
Oh, I'm gay now.
What?
Now, I'll hold him off. Here. And promise me that you will go drunk driving at least once. I guarantee you it is quite the experience. Now go,
Arthur.
so that one fateful day,
Arthur!
you can achieve your Red Dead Redemption 2.
You're my brother.
I don't know who the hell you are. They should make a sequel game about you or something. Fuck it, I don't know.
What the fuck?
Hey, partner, I got a headache. You got some ibuprofen?
What the access? Two.
This one's for you, Arthur. I'm going into Tahiti.
What do you mean this is for Arthur? You literally shot him in the head! What the fuck?
Hey there, guys. It's me, side character Max0r, out here building John's house during the middle of an actual riot. Listen, this has been a very long video with a diverse amount of visual effects.
Yes.
I just want you to know that these take a very long time to make. This and the last video took a lot out of me because my workday is about 10 hours long in order to finish 30 seconds of video, mainly because every single shot in this video has around 3 failed prototypes, and that shot of John flying into his house had to be repeated maybe 12 different times. So be patient with the next project, please. I could just be making slop right now, but I choose to make garbage instead. And on that note, a big thank you to all the people at my Patreon, who are the only reason that a video like this can be made in the first place. And if you want to fund the creation of further questionable endeavors, the link to do so is in the description. I am still working on creating Max0r merchandise, but again, I am one person, and this video has basically put me on the edge of a mental breakdown. As always, more insane gacha game content to come, and I hope that all of you have a very lumbago Tahiti or something. Fuck it, just play this game already.
That was awesome. And the video ended there, guys, and as for what I thought of it, that was absolutely hilarious. In fact, it almost killed me how much I was freaking laughing at this video. Holy fuck! That was so good. That's my thoughts on the video, guys, and that's it for action. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time.